everyone, this is Ian and this is my first video blog ever. So, the secret to vlogging is actually knowing the type of device that you have, especially the camera that you have. There are, I would separate the cameras to two. There are cameras that have stabilizers and there are cameras that don't. For cameras that don't have stabilizers, what you need is a tripod and a good lighting, and it definitely works. Right now I'm using a budget phone. It's Firefly Intense Metal, and I've had this for 4 years. And it still seems to work very, very well, especially in an environment with good lighting and as long as it is stabilized. For cameras that have stabilizers, those cameras you can use them while you're walking, or you can use them with a lot of movement. But for those that doesn't have stabilizers, just stabilize it and everything's gonna be okay. Okay, so we're gonna start talking about how to start a vlog, and this is something that I would like to discuss, not coming from an expert YouTuber or from somebody who has like millions of followers on YouTube. This is coming from someone who is actually starting the vlog right now. This is a formula that I am using. So first, of course, the introduction. The character needs to be introduced in the vlog. So for now, like this vlog, for this episode, and I don't know, for several more episodes, it's gonna be me, Christian, and we're gonna be probably joined by our other pals as we study and as we learn videography and photography. I have an outline, so we have to, number two, let our personality flow in the vlog, what our passions are, what we like, what our intentions are. So it's very, very important to have that, or to have people know that, because you can you can blog about the same contents as others, but I think what keeps people going back to your vlog is the personality and the character that you put out there. Because people or vloggers could have the same content, but sometimes I think, oh, this vlogger does it better than this one, and it's not. I don't think it's about the content per se, but I think it's about the personality of the character, because there are just some types of personality that you gravitate to. So I think the most important thing, or the number one thing about vlogging, is that it's hard to start. It's very, very hard to start. It's very difficult to start, especially for someone who is introverted like me. It usually takes a lot of effort for me to get my camera, to shoot other people, and to shoot myself. It really takes a lot of effort, and sometimes I don't want to do it because I like kind of feel like it's silly or something. But at the end of the day, after taking all those videos, putting them in my computer, and editing them, I kind of feel like, oh, I'm glad I'm glad I shot this. I'm glad I took my camera out. And you realize that it's better to you know to have this effort to really, really do it, and just do or die. You know, and I think when you do it the first time, you're gonna probably most likely do it the second time. So I've always been hesitant of starting a vlog of my own, but I've been encouraged by a lot of people, by a lot of friends, and so I've always been hesitant because I was thinking like I could not do it very well. But then again, um, there is a point when we just have to do or die. It doesn't matter how it looks for other people, but what's important is we're happy with what we do. And I think that's the most important thing that has sunk into me right now. And what's also important is we don't know, it doesn't need to be perfect. Perfection is not required, for as long as it's kind of like quite presentable and the content is really, really good. So for those who are starting, I encourage you to like just do it, do or die. Just put yourself out there, and that's gonna be good. So sometimes you doubt your skills, your devices, your gadget, and your capacity to do things. But we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe that we are good, because that is a good mindset. That is a mindset of a winner. And yes, people will criticize us, but that's okay. And there are two kinds of criticisms that you need to accept because it will make you better, especially criticisms from experts or somebody who knows more about a certain area or a certain field. But there are also criticisms that you don't need to pay attention to. But I think that we should pay attention to the criticisms that are constructive, because they will definitely help us improve our work. Some people want to start a YouTube channel because they want to monetize the channel, or you know they want to get something out of it. But I have this certain mindset that it's better not to think about it, what you get, but think about what you can do about your videos and about your content. Because I think if you love what you are doing, people will see that, and people tend to gravitate to those work that has a lot of passion put in it. So I think that's the most important thing. Don't think about monetizing your YouTube channel immediately while you're starting it. It may come soon, it may not come soon, but at least you enjoy what you're doing, and that's the most important thing.